In the darkness of the Second World War, survival often depended on senses beyond sight. Picture a young soldier in the Ardennes, pressed against the frozen earth, listening for danger. In the silence, his body became a sensor, attuned to the faintest tremor. The enemy was a shadow. One misstep could mean disaster. Soldiers learned to feel the ground, detecting distant tanks or patrols through subtle vibrations. This wasn't high-tech, it was primal instinct, rediscovered out of necessity. The Earth became their early warning system, a silent ally in the night. A returning patrol or a surprise tank assault, everything depended on the ground listeners' vigilance. These sentinels shielded their comrades, their patience a vital defence. The forgotten art of listening to the earth was a lifeline, turning ordinary men into guardians of the night. In the war's silence, the ground spoke volumes to those who knew how to listen. To understand ground listening, we must grasp how sound travels. Airborne sound is fleeting, easily scattered, muffled or lost. The ground, dense and solid, carries vibrations far more efficiently. Heavy footsteps or tank treads send seismic waves through earth, detectable miles away. Soldiers learn to sense these vibrations before any sound reached their ears. The earth became a hidden channel, offering a steady, reliable signal. A distant tank's rumble, lost in the air, was clear through the ground. This difference gave soldiers a crucial tactical edge. By tuning into the earth, they could sense threats long before they appeared. It was primitive, yet powerful, a new way to perceive the battlefield. Ground listening transformed the environment into a source of vital intelligence. The Earth's subtle tremors became a language of survival. Ground listeners relied on ingenuity, not gadgets. The body itself was the first tool, lying flat, ear to the soil, bones conducting vibrations. Helmets, turned upside down, became crude amplifiers, focusing ground whispers. Tin cans or mess kits, placed on the earth, vibrated with approaching footsteps. Bayonets or wooden stakes, plunged into the ground, acted as direct conduits for seismic waves. Soldiers pressed their ear or even their teeth to the handle, amplifying the signal. Some watched ripples in a water-filled canteen for signs of movement. Each improvised device turned faint tremors into actionable warnings. Fieldcraft and creativity made every soldier a battlefield engineer. These makeshift tools often meant the difference between life and death. Detecting vibrations was only half the battle. Interpreting them was key. Terrain shaped the signals. Wet clay or rock amplified vibrations, sandy or snowy ground muffled them. Soldiers learned to read the land, adapting to soil, rock and weather. Rain could improve conduction, but add distracting noise. Snow insulated and hid threats. A skilled listener distinguished between tanks, trucks and marching men by their unique tremors. Mastery required constant adaptation. Each environment spoke differently. The best listeners became naturalists and geologists, attuned to every subtle change. Understanding the Earth's language was essential for survival. Ground listening was learned through practice, not textbooks. Veterans taught recruits the basics, but true skill came from solitary hours in the field. Trainees lay still, filtering out background noise, learning the Earth's normal sounds. Only by knowing silence could they detect danger. Concentration was vital. Any movement could create false signals. Over time, listeners distinguish between the tread of soldiers, civilians or vehicles. The skill demanded patience, courage, and constant relearning with every new terrain. Those who excelled were quiet, observant and resilient. Their training never truly ended. The ground's voice was always changing. Ground listening isn't just history. It's a living skill. In a world of high-tech surveillance, this analog technique remains powerful. Anyone can try it. Lie down, ear to the ground, and listen. With patience, you'll sense distant footsteps or the rumble of a train. For survivalists and hunters, it's a practical tool, detecting animals or people before they're seen. It sharpens awareness, connecting us to our environment in a profound way. Historians and archaeologists use it to understand the sensory world of the past. Reenactors gain a visceral link to history by practicing ground listening. This simple act reveals a hidden dimension of our world. The Earth's whispers are still there, waiting to be heard. Ground listening is a fragile heritage, passed down through experience, not manuals. As veterans fade, this knowledge risks being lost. Preserving it honours the ingenuity and resilience of those before us. Teaching ground listening imparts patience, observation and connection to nature. In a digital age, it reminds us of the power of our own senses. Historical societies and enthusiasts keep the skill alive through practice and teaching. By listening to the earth, we bridge past and present, keeping history alive. The silent sentinel's lesson endures. Sometimes survival depends on what we feel beneath our feet.